everybody, it's Christina back, and today we are doing day 66 of the 100-day project, and I've done 2 days on an Italian theme, and even though this could be a different, this title of this one is Mum's Favourite Hobby. And well, I was having a chat to my daughter about that, and I could not work out what her favourite hobby was as we were growing up, but all I could remember was that she'd made me a little dress, and I really loved that, and that she had done a really beautiful job on the dress. And I was watching G from Happiness and Crafting, and I saw some of the little dresses that she was making in her latest YouTube, which I will put in the bottom of down there in the box comments area. And so she's making these little dresses. So I thought that I would make 1 or 2 that would fit in with my Italian journal. So you can stick a paperclip on the back, put them into tuck spots, you know, whatever. It's origami. Anyway, it's a nice little pattern. So I made a few. I was testing out. I stamped on this very thin paper, and I liked how that turned out. So this is a bit more streamlined, and that can be decorated. I haven't decorated any of them. This one I inked around the edges to give it a bit more structure. I thought I was playing with the actual bits of paper. So this is the vellum that I'd printed the Colosseum on. So that's a vellum dress. And this is some of the paper I've been using. And I also used a bit of the same very thin, like this origami paper, and just roughed it up a bit with inking, creased it and stuff. So I thought about that, and I wondered, like I can put this one in the Italian book, and probably this one. I haven't taken them any further. But I just thought I'd show you those because they reminded me of my mum. And on the Italian theme, I had found this picture on the internet, and I thought I would like to give that a go, trying to make one of these little, or 2 of these little dresses out of that. I'll just get my cutting board. I hope everyone's well. I'm on the 3rd day of a headache. I did have a COVID test and it was negative, so I just consider that I've got a terrible head cold because aches in the body, etc. Maybe it's a flu, I don't know. But either way, not going anywhere, not heading out, just being at home, having soup, resting, taking it easy, not doing too much. Well, not doing too much of the extra stuff anyway. Let's see how we go. I just thought that this purple of the eggplant was an eggplant. It's not. It's eggplant colour. Did I call it an eggplant before? Do I have to start this video all over again? Well, I'm not going to. It's an artichoke. I know that. Alright, so dresses. So what I did was, the first time I folded it all up and then saw what it would be like if I unfolded it, did a bit of this stuff. Okay, so I did these yesterday, so I'm hoping I still remember. So there's one fold in half. Neater. And then there's another fold in the middle here. So I'm doing this fairly, so I was thinking I would put a little thing at the end with each of these in a photo, but really I think if you watch G, it's really quite clear. She does it slow enough and it makes sense. Now each of these little side ones are going to fold into the middle. you've got this sort of a thing happening. And on that back, I'm going to fold it in half. That's the waistline. Okay, and then we're just going to do a little fold, like just bring it up a little bit to create a line across the waistband. Okay, I'll just show you on one of these that's easy to see. So now we're going to make the inside of the collar, and that is done by folding this down and this down. So if you're any good with origami, I actually found the instructions of origami somewhat difficult at times. It's better. Then pulling it down and tucking those two flaps in, so we get this kind of a triangle-y, well, it's a square made of 4 triangles, and that's like that. Then, okay, so got it like that. Then this tucks in and this tucks in. Okay, so see, you've got the front and the skirt. Now we're going to pull the skirt out a little bit, another crease. There we go. Now I've forgotten with G's one how she was managing to not have, but if you notice, I always have this little thing here. I just actually cut it off because it's not going to matter, but you don't want the little white bit to show. So I do that, then turn it over, and we're going to fold this outer edge in. Just don't fold it all the way down there, just fold it at the top, and then fold this out, which makes the sleeve. Thanks, G, this is great. It's a great little pattern. And this is going to just fold in so the edge, you want it to not be, if I can get it, there, okay, and so this will refold now. Okay, don't know why that didn't, oh I see. Basically bringing it from the waistline down to that point, and this is the most fiddly thing out of the whole thing, there. So it gives you the edge of the skirt, and that gives you the sleeve. Okay, so once again we're folding this over, folding down the sleeve from the corner, and folding this from the waistline down to that point. There. So there we have our little artichoke dress. That's cute. Now I haven't thought about what I could do to decorate. Like, I liked this one. I thought that was kind of complete in itself. I mean, I haven't got any stickles or anything like that. G made some beautiful ones with stickles and bits of lace. I'm not sure, I don't think I've got, I can have a look. Just have a look. I've got a bit of ribbon, this stuff. I can actually use that. That's like a little bit there. Tuck it around. ribbon too. That could go. I'll just cut a bit off and have it ready to go. I've also got some black. Bit of this glue. This is like same as Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, similar. These will need to dry and not be so that because of this sorry, my head's still a bit headachy. This is thin material, so the glue is coming through it. Now with this one, I actually glued down these, because this is a thicker card, so I actually glued down the sides and then put a bit of paper and a paper clip over, so that we are able to tuck into things, tuck spot, or on the side of the page. Right. So I quite like these. Oh, that's cute. It's like a little Italian scarf. Sweet. Trying to work out how I think I like it around the edges, but I kind of feel like it covers up the sleeves a little bit, and I sort of like them. So I'm just wondering, maybe it's just having a little bit of that, or even maybe a bit more of this around the top. Oh, yes. There's a particular look about Italian clothing and stuff, and I was just thinking when I was doing that, what did that remind me of? And I think it reminded me of an old movie, like Sophia Loren, or, you know, this style, the kind of 50s type of neck line. Probably very Stepford Wives. If you don't get that, don't worry. Put a little bit more, just keep that down. I'm going to stick them down a bit under here, just keep them down, and I think I'm going to put a paper clip again. So all I did for the paper clip, I just used a normal bit of paper, like wasn't anything fancy. Got a clip think if I put the longer side to the outside, I don't know if it matters. It's up to you really what you want to do, because you could make these all different sizes as G did. She made 1 or 2 different sizes. Whichever way you're going to do it, make sure you cover the clip pretty well with the glue and sticking it on the back, and I just did it the opposite way to what I just said I was doing. But that's okay, it doesn't matter as long as it sticks down. I am going to put one more clip on this because I feel that this reminds me of a bit of an Italian-y look. Got these little gold paper clips from Officeworks, I think. Time I will put the bigger bit on the back there. Straighten it up. So the reason that I thought this would be suitable for this particular day of the something your mum loved is because this is exactly what the little dress looked like that she made me when I was 5 or 6 or even 4, I can't remember, but it was made of a material that had a pattern like this. That's where it comes from. Alright, so these are very cute. Alright, I'll do a bit more. I just thought, oh, maybe I should do this. Just put a little waistband around it. Cute, very cute. There we go. Nothing else to do with that. This one I'm giving to my daughter. Those 2 can go in here. This one will be for something else. There you have it. 2 little dresses that are going to tuck in. There. What was that? Day 65? No. 66, day 66. Just a short, quick and easy one, and I will see you tomorrow for day 67.